What is up, guys? HD Motorsports here, bringing you another broadcast of the D4C Cup Series, brought to you by MyColorStreetNails.com/Starshine Nails. Tonight, the boys are going to be going to Pocono, and as always, we got Dirty Deeds and the Jungle Heat. Dirty Deeds and the Jungle Heat. Up here in the booth with me, Deeds, as always, brother, it is a pleasure broadcasting these D4C races with you. And we got one tonight in store at the Tricky Triangle. Deeds, how many turns is this thing? We talking 3, we talking 6, we talking 5. What is your bet, and what is your guess?
All I know is that there is no turn 4, HD. That's what everybody says.
Well, the law says it itself. It says, what turn 4? Coming out of turn 4 down that long front stretch in Deeds, that's where the excitement is going to happen in the turn 1. If someone's behind that car in front of you, you're going to get a long draft, and more than likely, you're going to clear him going into turn 1, if not get a good side-by-side battle into the tunnel turn, which is the trickiest turn of them all here at Pocono. Now, coming into it, who is your early favorite?
Man, I'll tell you what, tonight, HD, I will look throughout the field, and, and of course we're in D4C, so there's plenty of talent to choose from, but I'm going to have to go with that 18 car, a D4C Rowdy here at Pocono. He's got 3 wins on the season. He's looking for number 4, and I know he's really tough here. Who are you going with?
Oh, well, I got to go with the fan favorite out there, if not my favorite. That's going to be that beautiful 95 Toyota Camry Pro Core machine, brought to you by LFR Racing. I feel like I'm kind of obligated, and hey, it's a beautiful car. Kamal is well-deserved of that pick as well, because he's been up there in the front the last few weeks, just hasn't been able to punch his ticket just yet, but it's going to happen one of these weeks. You also can't look past Amore Smoke Deeds. He is your points leader for a reason. I think his average finish is like 3.46789. And no, I'm not saying the pie number. I'm saying the Amore number, because he is killing it this year so far.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I mean, as I do, HD, we've got a seat reserved up here with his name and a number 42 on it in the booth for Victory Lane. So that is a great pick right there, too. And, of course, Kamal, man, he has definitely been knocking on that door, and some bad luck has kept him out. But, man, that is a great pick, too, in that 95 Pro Core Toyota.
Yes, sir. You also can't look past Jose 720, fan favorite. One of my favorite drivers, the cleanest guy here in NASCAR Heat 3 and all of NASCAR Heat through the whole series that 704 has been producing for us. Just, everybody loves Jose, man. He's the people's champion for a reason. He's going to go out there and get it done as well. I'd look for him to be a contender to win this thing. I think a long shot, Deeds. Who is going to be your long shot?
Man, I tell you, I don't know if I could pick him as a long shot, but he's been really coming on and showing me something here. He barely missed the All-Star race, and he finished up front there at in the 600, and that's going to be D4C's String. He's really been showing me something here recently, and I look for him to finish in the top 5.
All right, Deeds, as I just got the invite, I hope you backed out of that lobby, because if not, you're loading up in that bad boy.
I did, and I'm loading into the new one right now, sir.
Oh, you got the invite too?
Yes, sir.
Oh, we're good to go. So 80 laps here, guys. They're going to get about 20 laps per tank. No stages, straight through. 2 times wear. Brought to you by MyColorStreetNails.com/Starshine Nails. Let's bring this bad boy over. Let's show the point standings. Indeed, tonight I did notice we have 25 cars out on track.
Yeah, I saw that too, HD, and I mean, it's a great big track, but like you said, we get through turn 1, everything should be okay. We get through the tunnel turn, everything should be okay. But the story of this race is going to be if we make it to a green flag pit stop. And tonight, there's no damage turned on.
Yeah, I think it's the first time these boys are going to be running with no damage since the damage model came out. They've been running it ever since, but they're going to try something different tonight, especially when your car gets damaged. It just doesn't run the same, and then you don't really know what to adjust from there. So I think they want to even the playing field out just a little bit. I know they don't do that in real NASCAR, but look who's sitting on the pole. It's going to be the 11 of CGMX Rose with the 4 of the Aviator on the outside of him. And we got Poopy right there, and the number 18 Toyota Camry machine. On the outside of him, Deeds, is going to, a little bit of surprise almost, I want to say. That's going to be D4C Sigma in the 88 with a good, strong running qualifying effort at Pocono.
Yeah, you know, he finished second last week, HD, and he was also strong in that All-Star race, and he showed me something there too, and he's looking to back that up here, show us that.
Yes, sir, as the boys are going to file around, and look at all these cars. They're still coming into turn one as they're double filed right behind Poopy right there in turn, starting in P3 and P5. This is going to be the 42 of Amore Smoke. And on the outside of Amore, we got the 14. Excuse me as I'm trying to fix something real quick. Got wires all crossed around each other. Got the wires. That's going to be D4C Sweeter, as well as these with a good qualifying effort.
Yeah, and man, I'll tell you what, the top 10 of this thing is really stacked, and these guys in the back better be worried about the way that they just qualified.
I think they better be worried on how this car is going to handle with this much strap, as well as on this tighter default setup. There is that beautiful 95 Procore machine. Looks like they're going to be starting P9, so they're just squeezed inside the top 10. Good qualifying effort right there from James Kamal. I often mess his name up, but shout out James Kamal. Like I said, he's my pick to win this thing tonight. He's had a heck of a season, just hasn't been able to punch his ticket as they're coming out of turn 4 down the long front stretch. CGMX Rose is going to take him green this time by.
Yes, sir, HD. I'm excited to get this thing started. I was riding along with that 18 and that 4 when they were qualifying, and I'll tell you what, they were really fast.
Well, I tell you what, the 4 of the 8, something must be going on.
Yeah, I was about to say here, either everybody hit their brakes or else the 4 there has the DLC nitrous pack, if you will.
I don't know, he might have the Valley Express pack, Shout
out
Valley Racing.
5-gear hack.
I don't know exactly what happened there. That was strange.
And if I had to guess, they didn't like the way that the start was on, and the admins of D4C waved it off and said, let's take them around one more time, everybody.
Huh. Your boy still hasn't got the $10, man. We got to get that to him.
No. Yeah, he's going for 20 tonight.
Going for 20, man. Hey, you just get a 20 card instead of 10.
Yep.
But I'll probably get him after the race. I'll get that. And speaking of Jose, 720 here in the 38 Haley Deegan Toyota machine, he's going to be starting about 15th, I want to say. About 15th place here on the inside, so he's going to have a lot of ground to make up. And only in the back is going to be the one of D4C 4-speed and that #1 monster car. We know he's always a force to be reckoned with, especially as the tires get wear, get a little wear in them. We generally see him move up through the pack.
Yeah, and I was actually talking with Jose in a party earlier this week about this race here, and he said, he's got a really good car here, and if this thing actually, if we can get it spread out, that's going to be an advantage to Jose. That's what he's looking to get here. Pick them off one at a time.
This time by, we have gone green, and we are staying green with CGMX Rose to the line, and there's that 95 making a move already to turn 1. Indeed, they are still side by side for first place, honestly, as that Ford, the Aviator, is going to get a decent run at a turn 2 down this little straightaway into the tunnel turn. But CGMX Rose is going to wash up just in front of him. First through third is single file. Indeed, you want to be single file coming through this turn. As you can see there, 2 wide back there. Rowdy gets a little bump from Amore Smoke, and he's going to push him up into the wall as the Aviator is making a move.
Yeah, and we got a couple of them in the inside wall there, HD, and I believe that's going to bring the caution out. And that looked like the 95 of Kamal who got clipped and shot down to the inside wall there. That's going to be our first caution. So we don't have the first lap in yet, and this is what we were talking about.
I would ask to give them an opportunity, though, to get those setups in, free the cars up a little bit more. Indeed, you know as well as I do, that can help, but that can also hurt you. You made that thing a little too loosey-goosey, you might be spinning this bad boy around entering turn 1.
Yeah, and without a doubt, and trying to save it, you're going to be too wide here, and this is early in the race. You're going to be too wide getting into 1. So, got to be, you're kind of walking on eggshells to get through there. And then you got the tunnel turn right directly next after the Long Pond straightaway.
Yes, sir, as we got people getting them votes in right now, there's a shakeup in the front of the pack as the 3 of D4C got him. Moving up to P1, I'm going to assume he didn't pit. And there's that 95 who you said got caught up in that wreck. He's moving all the way up to P2.
Yes, sir, HD. And I tell you that right there, I mean, that's a good move early right here for those two. I mean, up to the front on lap 2. Gotta love it.
Yes, sir. The only thing I'm worried about, though, Deeds, is going to be if they got a setup in. Now, they could have not took tires. Maybe that's what happens. They just messed with the wedge.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume that's what they did, but if they didn't get a setup in at all, they're going to get their doors blown off. And you know what we like to call these guys? We like to call them wounded gazelles, because they might have a pack of lions behind them getting ready to pounce.
Yes, sir. And then you know that this top 10 here is stacked with speed right now. And, I mean, it really the biggest shakeup up here, I mean, that's pretty much the top 2 that came from, you know, mid-pack up to here. So we'll see how these guys settle down here and how aggressive these guys in second and third are going to be.
Yes, sir. If you're just tuning in, make sure to get those votes in on who you think is going to win this race. If that prediction comes right, you will win a $10 Amazon gift card brought to you by mycolorstreetnails.com/starshine nails. As the boys' Deeds are going to be taking around turns 3 and 4. We're going to get this bad boy green yet again. This time, D4C got him. Is going to be taking that green flag.
Yeah, and I go ahead and throw this out there too. The only requirement, if you pick the right person, is to be here at the end in the chat to let us know you're here to win it.
As well as be the first person to pick that driver. We've had that a few times happen where someone pops in late, someone's already picked them. You know,
yes, sir.
Before, and indeed, we're green with D4C. Got him with a good jump down the front stretch as Kamal is going to drop back, battling for P3 with D4C Sigma in the 88. And they are 3 wide coming out of turn 2.
Yes, sir, they were there. We got one that got down on the apron. He just kept her yanked down to the left. I couldn't tell who it was. Gotham's looking really strong here in this first lap, HD, and so is that 88 of Sigma. But look at Rose. We're 3 wide again here.
Yeah, 88 Sigma's going to back out of that. And we know that young gun in 11 CGMX Rose has got a good car. He's holding a good line down there. He's holding that yellow all the way around turns 3 and 4. And there goes a more smoke getting by Kamal, moving up to P4 as Kamal's going to drop all the way back to P5. And CGMX Rose looks like we have a caution.
Not sure. I saw one car there that hit the wall real hard, and that right there looked to me like a 1-car caution, HD, which is very uncommon here at Pocono, but that's 2 cautions.
Yeah, it's 2 quick caution. The boys need to settle it down. We said that they didn't have damage tonight. It might be a little side effect of that, Deeds, you know. Drivers might drive a little harder. He's like, hey, I ain't got nothing really to worry about. I'm going to take this thing pretty wide. But Gotham's going to hold on to the lead. Be interesting to see if he pits this time.
Well, and I'll tell you, I mean, there's no stages here, and I think, you know, the way this is working out right here, I'd be looking at if I can just get in, make as few pit stops as I can here. I don't know that I got him would pit this time. We'll find out here in just a second, though. There's one thing I saw for sure, that 11 car is fast.
Yeah, the 11 of CGMX Rose is definitely looking fast as he's going to move up to P2. Got him like we were just talking about, Deed. Stays out. Starting P1. D4C Sigma in the 88. P3 on the outside of Sigma is going to be that 42, your current points leader. 42, that's going to be a more smoke. Starting P5 is going to be that beautiful 95 Procore machine of Kamal. Outside of Kamal is going to be another young gun, Deeds. That's going to be the 4 of the Aviator.
Yes, sir. There's a lot of speed up here in this top 5. And, I mean, the one thing I've noticed here is Rowdy in the 18. He's went from 3rd place back to, I mean, mid-pack right now, 10th, 11th, 12th, maybe, somewhere in that range. So, I mean, he's been losing ground with these cautions. And he's another one of those guys who he's looking for some laps.
Yeah, round out to top 8. That's going to be the 14 of D4C Sweeter in P7. Right outside of Sweeter, popping up inside the top 10. That's going to be the 40 of Outlaw. And I think behind Sweeter, that's going to be the 51 of D4C Sigma. We know he's fast. Not Sigma, excuse me.
String,
that's it. Both are MS, right? I get like 50% credit, don't I?
Hey, you know, if you just say the words D4C here in the D4C Cup Series, you've already got a 75% chance of being right.
There you go. I'm gonna start calling them all D4Cs. D4C 88 car. Oh man, I'm telling you, I love the broadcasting up here. Have a lot of fun.
I tell you, we do have a lot of fun. It's really good to be up here with you, HD.
Definitely. As Godham's going to take him around turn 4, down a long straightaway. Going to go green this time. Indeed, if we have one more caution, we will go to that modified restart, if I'm not mistaken. We got Sigma pushing on a bumper. Godham smashes the gas pedal. Rose was sleeping a little bit. He's going to lose about 2 to 3 spots off the jump.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, he's gonna lose this spot to Kamal right here going into turn 1, 2 most likely, as he sends it in there. Oh, we got contact, the Aviator, the 14. There's your next caution, HD. Big caution in the back.
Oh my God, is that Jose?
The 14 there got the apron and put up in the outside wall, and not exactly sure what all, but yeah, probably, I mean, half the field was in that, and it's a good thing we don't have damage on.
Well, I don't know. It looked like the 38 was doing like quadruple kick flips through the air. And I tell you what, if I was that Russian judge, I might have to give that a 7.7, a solid 7.7, because it was pretty intense. And it looked like he landed it too. Stuck the landing.
Stuck the landing.
Stuck the landing.
I did not get to see the landing, but I can tell you right now that if you're giving it a 7 as a Russian judge, it must have been great.
Muffin doesn't race anymore, Fort Smitty, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's not running today. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but
back out. He's done.
That's what I think he was running Xfinity.
I'm not sure what's going on, but D4C Godham still going to remain your race leader, and they might be single filing this up right now. They're going straight single file.
Yeah, no modification, if you will. We're just going to get in line, boys. You all need to simmer down.
I don't blame them, man. We've had 3 quick cautions. I don't even think we completed a full lap yet.
We have not completed a lap, and I believe that this is probably 12 laps in.
Yeah, they're running no damage tonight, man. So we're going to single file it out, though. 25 cars out on track. Did you ever find Sigma stream on YouTube?
I'm pulling up D4C Carroll at the moment.
Oh, he's streaming?
Yes, sir.
Our very own Carroll is streaming?
Our very own D4C Carl is streaming live on Mixer. And hey, he's on the lead lap right now, so shout out Carl.
Shout out Carl, man. I like Carl, dude. He's a cool dude. He's actually going to be down in Bristol this weekend. I would love to make it to a Bristol race.
Well, and I'll tell you, HD, if there's one Bristol race you might want to make it to, I mean, I did see a tweet come out here where I think I saw your name on the side of a race car.
Yeah. Fake news, as some would say, as they're coming out of turn 4, indeed, single file. They're still coming out of turn 4 as we beat a 1 of D4C 4-speed.
And it's a modified it. Yeah, and they modified it as well as a single file, so they've got them really put the smack down on these guys.
Well, I tell you what, man, some countries run a dictatorship, some countries, democracy. I think he just pulled out his dictatorship card and he said, we're going straight single file as CGMX Rose is going to hit the yellow line, bars up the track. There goes the 42 of a more smoke and the 51 of String taking advantage of that.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, if they'd have been side by side right there, that'd have been our 4th caution. So that's a good call by D4C. Got him to put these things in single file.
Yeah, it's a great call by him, but CGMX Rose, the young gun, is down low on String, coming through turns 3 and 4. He's got the preferred line as someone is taking the scenic route back there.
Yeah, that's going to be the 12 car of, I believe that's Stout Whiskey there. He just said, you know what, I'm just going to drop down here and take the short route. He might have been looking for the chicane down there. I don't know.
Pocono's got a road course, so he might, maybe he's like Juan Pablo Montoya. Good Lord, HD.
It only takes one, just saying.
We got a battle for the lead going on at the moment. We're trying to flip through real fast, kind of hard when you got 25 cars out on track.
Yeah, Cameron's asking in the chat, this is a PS4 league. We're on Xbox.
Yes, sir. This is an Xbox lead as Sigma and the 88 is all over the bumper of Gotham. It's got nowhere to go, but here comes that 42 of more smoke. And we got another car taking the scenic route back there.
Yeah, I'm trying to get through here too. Trying to look through the track, and we get the 71 parked on the Long Pond Straightway, and he's just now getting her back under power. Yeah, I believe that was the 71, and oh man, I just watched Carroll's mixer here, and he did more barrel rolls right there than I think. He's still flipping on his stream, so, and he stuck the landing. The Russian judge actually gave that one an 8.1 HD.
8.1? What kind of rookie number is that? I want like an 8.176. That's a pro Russian judge number right there. We're going to follow along with that 48 Allied machine. D4C Carroll, our very own meme D4C Carroll with that. My man's got a meme out there.
Yeah, I mean, hey, you can find him also in your GIF bar. If you open your GIF bar up, type in NASCAR, our own D4C Carroll pops up there.
What the heck is a GIF, man? The only GIF I know is GIF peanut butter.
Well, it's not my fault that you're not really technically advanced.
Maybe you're not technically advanced.
GIF me a 5, HD. GIF me a 5.
Yeah, but we got a little shake-up up here in the front as the 88 of D4C Sigma is going to take the race lead. There's the 51 of String moving all the way up to P2. And there's that beautiful 18 M&M's machine. Your boy, D4C Rowdy, running in the top 3. If I'm not mistaken, that's the 22 of the Mad Brownie making his way in the top 5 first time tonight. Right there,
yeah.
5th place. That looks like it's going to be the 32. Is that the 32?
That's going to be the 32.
Yeah, that's going to be the 32 of, you're not going to believe it, Dan the Lawn Man. One of my favorite gamer tags here in D4C.
Yes, sir.
I love Dan the Lawn Man. He's got a lot of grass out there to cut, but hey, he gets it done. Man, this is a long track. I hope we don't have many cautions because this pace is going to drag it out.
Right on. And I tell you, we're under caution here, but they're really trucking into the tunnel turn at 50 mile an hour, HD. No caution that lap.
I'll tell you what, if I had an Applebee's commercial, I might play that thing right now.
Right.
You know, I'm kind of shocked with the 88, though, Deed, so far. I mean, started P3 off the qualifying effort, and he's been up front the whole race long. I mean, everyone else has kind of cycled around, but the 88's been solid up front pretty much every lap so far. I mean, we're not too far into the race, but this time by, he's going to take his first green flags, leading his first lap for the race.
Yeah, and I tell you, he is looking strong, and now he's going to have nobody around to keep him from being here. And is that String? He's made his way up to second here, HD?
Yeah, String in the 51. Chevy Power running to the top 2 positions right now. We got followed by Toyota D4C Rowdy, and he's going to hit the apron. Entering turn 1. We saw Rose do the same exact thing from the 3rd spot. Oh, that might be third might be a bad number.
It might be, yeah. It's rough, I tell you.
I tell you what, though, that 51 got a good jump off the green flag, as it looks like Dan the Lawman's going to clip the line through the tunnel turn as well. But he's going to be able to maintain that. They're going to save it, and they're going to complete another lap here on the green with that beautiful arc from Sigma coming out of turn 4.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, did you see that move that Rowdy put right there getting into 3, man? I mean, we saw him hit that apron in 1 and 2, but man, he just shot to the bottom right there, and I mean, quickly dispatched that 4th place car, that 3rd place car, the 22 right there. I believe that's the Mad Brownie, isn't it?
Yes, sir. But I mean, the talk in the garage was that 18 and the 42's got a bad, fast car, one of the fastest car out there on track. But so far, man, I'm telling you, that 88 Sigma is impressing me.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, you remember last week at Charlotte, I mean, he was up front that whole race, and he was there at the end, and he just smacks the walls. We start talking about him.
That's what happens. We talk about someone and they mess up.
Yep. And I tell you, these front two have put a pretty good gap on Rowdy here, but he is on a mission as the Mad Brownie gets a little bit of dirt right there.
And the 51's going to get a good run down the front stretch as the 88's going to block the inside line. Now, Deeds, for the 51 to make this work, he's going to have to pinch like he's never pinched before on the outside here in turn 1 at Pocono.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I mean, he's also able to back that turn up a little bit and dive to the bottom right here when that 88 pushes up. If he can get to his quarter panel right here, he'll have a chance, but he cannot close the deal.
Yeah, the 88 got a pretty decent exit, but you're right, he can back it up a little bit, try and pull a crossover move, go side by side through the tunnel turn. 9 times out of 10, that inside line is going to dominate the outside line through the tunnel. And speaking of Rowdy, he has caught the 51 already.
Yeah, he's got a rocket right there. I've been watching him, and he came all the way he was actually behind the Mad Brownie right there 2 laps ago. And you just look at how much he's gained here. And I know his car gets better the longer that we go on.
Good Lord, he's looking like a windshield wiper going down the front stretch like it's hailing out there, Deeds. But again, he's pulling on the 51. I think he's trying to set him up here. He backed that corner up just a bit as the 88 is going to get on that yellow. Still on the yellow. The 51 is going to take advantage, and so is Rowdy.
18, yes, sir. And I tell you, we just got a vote in the chat here for our very own Carol. Donald Benson went ahead and picked him. And by the way, HD, I got a message from Carol while he was flipping through the air and asked me if I saw the flip that he did.
Carol, do not text and drive, man. What are you doing out there?
That could be what caused the caution right there. I was sending a message.
My man was trying, you know, the Snapchat photo or whatever that's got the miles per hour. He was doing that. I'm going to have the Snapchat miles per hour up. And here goes Rowdy with a huge run, though, down that front stretch. I'm kind of shocked right now. Rowdy is driving with a little bit of respect. I don't think I've seen a man do that ever.
Well, I mean,
that's not a bad thing,
here.
but he's actually backing off into the corners.
Well, and as soon as you say that, he's on the inside of the string right here, and we're headed down into the tunnel turn.
Yeah, and String's going to back out of that. I don't think he wants to be a victim here if he hits the yellow line or something. He just lets Rowdy go. I think he might know Rowdy's got a little better car at the moment, but D4C Rowdy up front leading his first laps of the night.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, man, if you think about it, I mean, he was back there behind that 22, so he had to catch the leaders, pass the leaders, and just look, I mean, he's pulling away right now. Definitely showing the strength of that car right now as the laps are going on.
Yeah, going to follow along with the 42 of Amore Smoke. He's in front of this huge pack going down a front stretch. He's running at about 9th place at the moment, and right behind Amore is going to be the 11 of CGMX Rose, followed by that 95 Pro Core Toyota Power Machine of James Kamal. They're running 9th, 10th, and 11th, I'm going to say.
They're maintaining a little gap between them right here, which is that's the way you're going to get the most speed here. I mean, it's not unless you can lock 3 of them up and keep them bumper to bumper. That right there is the way you're going to get the optimal speed. As Rose comes up and gives the 42 a push right here, and then he'll back off.
Yeah, I don't think Rose or the 95 is going to try and make any moves this early. As the 95 gets a little too much below that yellow line, he's going to wash up the track, saves it from hitting the wall. So that's a good piece of driving from James Kamal right there. But like you said, Deeds, Rose is just pushing him down the straight when he can get to him, and then he's backing it up. As you see right there, he's going to back it up. He's going to try and build the momentum up all the way through this corner and push him down this little straightaway to try and make up some time.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I'm riding along there with Rose at the moment, or with Amore at the moment, and they're actually gaining a little bit on those cars in front of them.
No, they're definitely gaining on the cars in front of them. I mean, these two are top-tier drivers here in D4C as the 40 of Outlaw is taking the scenic route. Looks like he's going to be able to hold it together, though. He's going to jump back out on track. That's dangerous, and he's going to spin around, and that might bring on a caution. You wrecked someone doing that. Caution's not out. They're still green.
Yeah, they're still green. That was one car. He hit the wall, and he just dropped down there to that. Thank God that Pocono has that paved runoff on the inside. Oh, and we got I don't know what just happened there, but everybody stacked up in front of Amore, and he just got 3 in one turn there, HD.
I missed that.
Yeah.
Well, here's Amore on the inside of the Mad Brownie going through the tunnel turn. We're going to see that huge advantage that inside line gets. And here comes CGMX Rose out of nowhere looking like a rocket ship hitting the space. Mad Brownie with a huge arc, though, through turns 3 and 4. And Rose is going to take advantage of that, and he's going to squeeze by him as well.
A half a lap right there.
What was that?
Those guys just gained 4 positions in a half a lap.
Oh, they're definitely
Amore and Rose.
So let's move up to the front, and there is that 18 of D4C Rowdy has now opened up about a 5 to 8 car length lead on second place D4C String, and this 18 is definitely a strong car tonight.
Yeah, without a doubt, he's hitting his marks and everything else, and these two behind him are actually working together as much as possible to try to catch him, and he still keeps gapping them. And I'll tell you, it's not going to be long, and you're going to have Amore and CGMX Rose up here, and they're dragging a train of guys along.
Well, as these laps do move down, they're only getting about 20 laps per run. They're about 6 to 9 laps into this one. About to get into the single digit speeds with 80 lap race. That second and third gets into each other right there, and that's going to be Sigma taking well advantage of that. He's going to clear the 51 string down this little straightaway into the tunnel turn. But we might see a few pitch strategies play out.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, HD, is right now we're rolling up on lap number, there's 49 to go right now. So, I mean, that's 32 laps in. Not sure how the cautions exactly worked out, but, I mean, pit strategy right now says the pit window is open for a two-stop race.
Here comes D4C Sweeter, though, in the 14, picking up 2 positions just through the tunnel turn. He picked off the 19 of JR Horn as well. He's working on the 40 of Outlaw right now. And here comes the 48 of D4C Carroll hunting Horn down.
Oh, 88 got the apron right there, and he's going to get a freight trained around the outside. There goes Amore and Rose. And as soon as we started talking about the pits opening, I saw the Mad Brownie jump on there. He's all by himself.
Well, I tell you what, this 42 and 11 are cooking. 42's moved all the way up to P3, 11's in P4, and they're ready to get string here in a minute.
Yes, they are. I mean, they've been. And I'll tell you what, Rowdy is set sail out here in the front.
Yes, sir. But like you said, Deeds, here they
come.
They've been working together all race long. Yeah, there's Rowdy actually coming down for his green flag pit stop. Amore and Rose is going to take another lap, and this could work in their advantage because they got that 1 extra lap now to work with. As his laps dwindle down, we're probably only about 30 laps into this 80-lap race. New race leader is going to be the 42 of Amore Smoke, though.
Yeah, and I'll tell you another thing that's going to help those guys is they've got a 3-car alliance here working draft real well, and Rowdy's going to come back out. He's going to be by himself.
Yes, sir. And Pocono is one of those draft tracks where it does make a huge difference. Be interesting to see once this thing cycles out, and it'd be interesting to see if these boys come down this time by. Well, here comes the 51 string. He's coming down as the 42 and 11 are going to go for another lap. And, yeah, like you just said, 51 was taking a scenic route to pit road.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. I think he was down there checking on the landscaping to report back to Dan the lawn man.
Might be taking Dan the lawn man's job here.
As I'm riding around through the pack here, HD, I mean, everybody's pretty much single filed out. We're starting to get the big spacings that we were talking about. We got the 14 and the 40 that's now on pit road along with the 32. So, I mean, bunch of to play right here. They are going to be pretty hard to call from the booth.
I mean, it's going to be a little difficult to call, especially we're working like, I think Carroll's got his stream up. He's running towards the back. Yeah. We're not really going to get something. And Rose is making a move here on the inside as these boys are going for another lap. We got a battle right now for the lead going on.
Yeah, and I tell you, Carroll, I'm going to shout out as soon as I do, he gets the apron, pounds the out. Lost 14th place to Jay Horn. He's in 15th right now as these cycles are coming around, and old man Todd's running 16th. Rowdy right now is in 17th place, 24 seconds out of the lead. So the leaders are 24 seconds in front of him, and they haven't pitted yet. He's going to have a massive lead over whoever's leading right now.
Yeah, but the only thing is that these guys, I mean, they've gone now about 4 or 5 laps more than D4C Rowdy. So if this thing green flags all the way out, this is going to work in a more in CGMX Rose's favor because they are still going.
Yeah, and they're drafting with each other, as we said, as there comes the 95 to pit road along with the 21. Got on the pit road safely.
This time, Rose is going to try the inside line again, but we're at the point now, where those tire wears starting to play effect. That outside lane is going to come in a little bit more, and each time Rose has tried that, a more smoke is held strong on the outside, getting a better run out of the corner.
Yeah, and I think that if I'm Rose and I'm behind him more right here, I'm going to be pretty happy to run second place and just put down the best laps that I can, knowing that I've stayed out and that I've already pitted. 44 to go right now, HD. It's going to be 43 when these leaders cross this line.
All right, so the voting's ready to close. If you guys haven't picked a driver yet out there in chat, make sure to pick a driver. If that driver ends up winning and you're the first person that picked the driver, you will win a $10 Amazon gift card brought to you by MyColorStreetNails.com/Starshine Nails. Deeds, I know you got a pair on right now because it gives you +5 horsepower here in NASCAR
Yes,
Heat
sir.
3. He's got the whole rainbow because he's a Kyle Busch fan. You got the M&M nails on. Make sure to hit there and check them out.
Yes, sir. And I'll tell you, I always keep an extra set in the glove box, too, just in case I break one.
Yes, sir. As CGMX Rose in the 11 is still trying to work the inside lane, and I think we're learning something that outside, especially in turn 1, is going to be the premier lane to be in. You might not see someone block down the front stretch.
Yeah.
Here comes a more smoke this time by for his green flag pit stop as the 11 of CGMX Rose is going to go one more.
And I'll tell you, I like that out of Rose right there because with, 41 to go right now, we know ish 20, you can probably get 21 without lifting a whole lot. Rose right now is in the 2-stop window, and I'm pretty sure more is too. Or else he wouldn't have pitted that lap.
Someone's already taken the 42 of a more smoke. So I know someone out there just took a more.
Yeah,
and off the board.
I actually saw about 3 picks out here for Sweeter feeds.
3 picks, good lord.
Yeah.
Sweeter might have something under the hood tonight we don't know about.
He might. He just might.
Yeah, here is the 14 of Sweeter, actually, as he's in a cluster of cars. We got the 24 D4C Coey involved in here. We got the, looks like, that the 37 of Pro Viper? 37 of Pro Viper and the 3 of D4C got him as Sweeter makes quick work of them, and he's going to clear sail it down the front stretch, catching Coey in the 24.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I've watched this here. It's cycling around that now, and I'm pretty sure that he's not in the lead yet. But if you can find that 18 car, there is nobody on the screen with him.
We're going to ride along with this 95 of James. Come on, beautiful 95 Pro Core machine as he's going to pull a power move on Silent Killer in at number 9, Napa. Napa car. We're amateurs, man. It's okay. I can make a mistake.
Yeah, hey, we're winging it.
By the way, man, IW today announced he's going to retire.
Yes, sir.
He's had a heck of a career. Hall of Fame. Broadcasting for, what, 17 years? Great guy. Sad to see him go. And there's the new 12 of Stout Whiskey.
Well, and I'll tell you, I was watching Carroll here on the stream, and his fuel light was on. He was in the wall on the outside, and he tried to get to pit road, and he actually spun the thing and hit the wall right before pit road. Gonna lose a lap in this deal.
Trying to cycle around. Here's Jose, 720 in a 38 Toyota Camry. I don't think he's really having a night that I've expected Jose to have so far. But hey, you can turn this thing around. It's not like he's going to go a lap down or anything.
Right, and I'll tell you, right now, I think we've got possibly Carroll, who might be a lap down. And the surprise right here is the Aviator is right in front of Carroll right now. I'm not sure what happened to him, but he is well back in the field. And this thing is definitely cycled around HD, and the 18 is going to be your leader right now. And Amore Smoke is about the same distance behind him as what he was when these pit stops came out. And Rose is actually lost ground to Amore. Yeah,
Rose is just a little bit behind him. That's the current top 3 running. 18 of D4C Rowdy is going to be a race leader. 42 of Amore Smoke sitting P2. The Young Gun, the 11 of CGMX Rose, P3. And Rose is going to hit on the, I tell you, every time I talk about Rose, he hits the apron or something. He's going to
yeah.
That wall.
Yes, sir, HD. You are correct. But I mean, maybe that right there, maybe he was needed a little help getting the car to turn or something.
What's going on? Ghost Delta, nothing much. You know, a little D4C racing action here at Pocono. The tricky triangle was a little tricky at first, Deeds, but they got it under control now because we've completed a green flag pit stop. We might have another one here in about 10 laps.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, the battle I'm seeing on the track right now is going to be Sigma and the 88, the 51 string, and the 21 here. They're actually the side by side right here, and that's going to be 4th, 5th, and 6th place.
I like it. String is having a good run so far, and like I said, man, Sigma. He's had a good last few weeks. I mean, his start of the season was pretty bad. He's going to get in the wall because I'm talking about him. And String is going to be able to clear him here coming in a tunnel turn. But look no farther behind these guys. Running in 7th, it's going to be the 95 of James Kamal. Behind James Kamal, it looks like it's going to be the 12 of Stout Whiskey. Behind Stout Whiskey, is that the 9? I think that's the 9 of Silent Killer. Going to round out the top 10.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, one person out here in the chat who is loving watching that 51 of D4C string, and that's going to be Rock NASCAR, who's picked him like the last 3 weeks to get a win here. I know String knows that, and he's going up here to try to catch Rose right now for 3rd.
Bounce around a little bit, see if we get any racing going on.
Yeah, that's what I'm actually looking for Jose 720 right now to see where he's at.
I think the best action is going to be this group of 3 with the 51 string at 21.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was looking for there too.
Chain Gramboy. He actually just got moved up into the Cup Series, and he's having a strong running. If I'm not mistaken, this might be only his 2nd race in the D4C Cup Series, running top 10.
Yeah, it's either number 2 or number 3, but I mean, he's been getting better every week too, as we talking about him. And look, he gets up a little high, and the 88 of Sigma moves him out of the way. And that's going to let James Kamal close right here in that 95 Procore Toyota. Who else would you like to talk about, HD?
Oh, I found Jose 720. He's going to be right behind the 22 of the Mad Brownie. Jose might be quick work as the Mad Brownie's going to wash up out of the tunnel turn, heading down a backstretch, scraping the raw, trying to get an extra mile an hour, maybe a glitch we don't know about. And Jose is going to sail that baby into turn 3 and clear him with ease.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, you was talking about the best battle on the track, and they've swapped positions 3 times on this lap right here, and now the 95 has got them. That's going to be the 24 Chain Graboid, who's now leading the pack around here. The 88 of Sigma, the 51 of String, and they've drugged the 95 of James Kamal into this too.
James Kamal is one of the solid, fast drivers. And like you said, man, every time I look at this group, someone else is leading it. Because the last time I looked, 21 messed up, and he went to the back of the pack, and now he's in the front.
Yep, they keep on swapping positions. And I'll tell you, up front of them, just to give everybody an update, I mean, there's no change at the front. We got D4C Rowdy in the 18, who's leading. Amore Smoke in 42 is 2nd, followed by CGMX Rose in that 11 car, and the gap is not really changing.
And here comes the 95 of James Kamal on the inside, looking low on D4C String. Just didn't have the draft that time. That's how effective the draft is, Deeds. He had a huge run coming out of turn 4 down the front stretch. but that 51 stuck tucked behind the 88 of Sigma, and he just pulled straight past him.
Yep, and it's the minute that you pop out there, I mean, it's like hitting a freaking wall of air with a dozer blade on the front. It just stops you right now if you don't got anybody in front of you there to get some draft off of. And I tell you, don't look too far behind them, but that 12 car of Stout Whiskey is creeping up here to join this pack if he can get up here.
Yeah, his car is definitely getting a little bigger on the screen as he's cleared a little space now between the 9 of Silent Killer. It looks like the 9 of Silent Killer is coming down for another green flag pit stop. It's the start of the second green flag pit stop, Deeds. So when can we expect the race leader, 18 of D4C Rowdy, as we're currently riding along with him, and the 42 of Amore Smoke is actually catching him.
Yeah, and Rowdy was one of the first people to get to Pit Road HD, so look for him to be well, several laps before second and third.
Indeed,
Rose actually stayed out the longest.
The 42 is catching him because Rowdy pitted, like you just said, about 5 to 6 laps earlier than this 42 car. And you can see he is washing up high out of the corners as that 42 of Amore Smoke is sticking that thing all the way through, getting a huge run down this long straight as well as the draft. He has caught him.
Yeah, I'll tell you that. What a run right there as the 9 car is coming off of pit road. He's going to blend back in right here as the leaders are going to pass him and put him a lap down. We've got on pit road right now the 1 car of D4C 4-speed.
Excuse me, Deeds, but 42 of Amore Smoke on the inside of Rowdy through the tunnel turn. Rowdy is going to pinch him as hard as he can. It's not going to work out as well for him on those older tires, and Rowdy's looking for a crossover. But the 42 of Amore Smoke pulled a power move on him. Good piece of driving out of both drivers.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I mean, right now we got the 18. He's hitting pit road as he's had enough of it as Amore tracked him down from about a second back and put the pass on him. That's a perfect time to hit pit road if I'm that 18 car.
Yeah, it's a great call out of that came from Rowdy. Current race leader, though, is going to be the 42 and the CGM X Rose, the young gun out here running in P2. He's not too far behind Amore Smoke. He hasn't gained any, but he hasn't lost any. So far, a good run for him. I can't even tell who's back there in third.
Yeah, I mean, it's a ways back there, but that's going to be... Well, this 9 of Silent Killer is going to be a lap down as he just came off of pit road, but that's going to be that 21, 88, 51, and 95 group.
I miss being out there on track. Yeah, man, but I just love broadcasting. I don't know. It's fun. I love it. I love just hanging up here with Deeds, man, just shooting the wind with him. We have a great time broadcasting these races. I love interacting with you fans out there. I just love calling these D4C races. And there is the 95 of James Kamal as he's actually going to go a lap down from his pit stop.
Yeah, and I tell you, I mean, that we were talking about that as it starts to get spread out, and you know that he was, maybe 4 seconds back. And I tell you, I was in a party with Valley right before this all started right here, and he said, if you're within 5 seconds of the lead, you can pit and not lose a lap. Anything over 5 seconds, you're going to lose that lap. So that's work.
The rules, Deeds, man. What are you talking about that?
You get yelled at now and again, I mean, hey, don't let that guy back on the lead lap, HD.
Yeah, but now Kamal does have the fresher tires, so he should be able to make it to time, and he should clear the 11 of CGMX Rose with ease. Coming through turn 1, Rose is going to pinch the mess out of the guy, but Kamal's going to be able to hold on to that. Good driving out of both drivers right there. And again, Deeds, this 42 and 11 is going to go another 4 to 5 laps. They have now stretched it, if they do that, 10 laps more than the 18 of D4C Rowdy. And that is going to play a huge factor when this thing cycles all the way towards the end.
Yeah, and Rose caught the wall right there through the tunnel turn. And I tell you, the 95 is reeling in that 42 right now. His corner speed is much better than both Rose and Amore right now, who are on old tires.
Oh, yeah, he's got the fresh tires. He should catch the 95 here before, catch the 42 before he pits, you would imagine. What do you think about the doubleheader? I think it's crazy, man. I don't like it. I could dig it.
Well, I don't know if now that I don't know if anybody saw or not, but they're actually going to run race on Sunday during that doubleheader.
Like they're running 2 in one day. I thought it was like one Saturday, one Sunday.
What I saw is they were going to run ARCA, Trucks, Cup, and Xfinity. It's going to be Cup Saturday, Cup Friday, Cup Saturday, Xfinity on Sunday. So it's still all to be released yet, but they've been releasing little tidbits, and that's what I've seen.
I'll tell you what, that's going to be crazy. But here comes the current race leader, the 42 of More Smoke. New race leader is going to be the 11 of CGMX Rose, as he's going to go another lap. If I'm not mistaken, he went 1 to 2 more laps, more than a more last time.
He went 1 more. I look for him to be on pit road this time right here, and I'll tell you, he's using the middle right here in 1 and 2, and Kamal, he's down low as I'm riding along with that 11 of CGMX Rose, and Kamal just pulled probably 2/10 on him in that turn.
Well, that's the factor of the wear now on Rose's tires. He's just not able to stick it down on that yellow line.
Yes, sir.
Like
yes,
Kamal
sir.
can, as Rose does a pretty decent job here through the tunnel turn. Almost scrapes the wall. Good piece of driving out of this guy. He's
he used her all.
Driver. I like him to move forward, especially with like the Pro League and everything. I look forward to seeing CGMX Rose in that next year. And here comes CGMX Rose for his second green flag pit stop of the night. And if we're not mistaken, that's going to push this 18 of D4C Rowdy back out towards the lead once he cycles all the way around the track.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I'm looking at the lap counter here as I got D4C Carroll's stream pulled back up, and right now there's 27 to go on his, and I'm not sure if he's a lap down or not, but it's either 27, 26 to go. So, I mean, that right there is still going to leave. I mean, with Rowdy making his pit, he's still going to have to make 2 more. Amore's going to, or Rose is going to have to make 2 more, whether it's a half a can at the end or a full fuel run.
So
but one thing I've noticed,
though, is Rowdy's going to have to take 2 4-tire stops. He's going to take 2 cans each time. Amore and Rose might be good on 1 can.
Less time on pit road.
And here comes Rowdy, actually. He's just now passing the 11 of CGMX Rose. And is that the 42 in front of Rowdy?
Yeah, and I'll tell you, if you look at the way that sorted out, I mean, Rose is right for now, and Rowdy actually sorted around to being behind the 42 this time after pit stops. That's huge.
That is huge. He might have had a slow hit entry, or something must have happened because, well, if you're not, okay, so the 42 of More Smoke did catch Rowdy. They did catch Rowdy.
Yeah, they caught him at the end, but he ran that whole fuel run there with, I mean, a 2.5 lead on those guys.
I think that early pit stop when we went green beads, when the 18 came down early, it killed him. And now he's fighting. He's got an uphill battle at the moment.
Yep, I agree. And I'll tell you, I mean, these top 3 right here, they've been the class of the field all night long. And I mean, whether, no matter what the order has been with these guys, they've been right here all within, you know, drafting distance of each other. They've definitely been the class of the field. Right now, I mean, I think regardless of the way that cautions fall or anything else, these 3 guys right here are probably going to be your race favorites.
Yeah, I think that's a nice bet, but go back just a little bit. We still got that group of the 88 of Sigma, 9 of Silent Killer, 51 of String, the 21 of Chain Gramboit, and the 95 of James Kamal. They're all still in the same screenshot. I think all of these guys got pretty much an even car. You know, they're all pretty much even. I think James Kamal might have the little bit better car out of all of them, and that's not just a shout out to the 95 Pro Core Toyota Camry. I just generally think that, as he was behind all these guys, and now he's in front of them. Looks like he's starting to drive away a little bit. But the 51 of String was trying to make a move that time in the turn 1, just couldn't make anything happen.
Yeah, and I'll tell you right now, I mean, they're just now passed, and Amore just put the 19 to JR Horn a lap down right here. And right now what I'm showing on Carroll's thing, he's getting ready to hit the pit. He's in 7th place right now. Amore is 1.4 behind him. And I take that back, they did not lap JR Horn. He had to have pulled some kind of pit strategy, or he hasn't pitted yet, because Horn is in 9th place.
Something might have happened, as now Rowdy in the 11 of CGMX Rose is going to get by Horn. And Rose, man, might have had a little panic attack right there because his car was halfway on the yellow line. He was able to hold it together. That's a good piece of driving by him. Again, top 3 are going to be the 42 of Amore Smoke, 18 D4C Rowdy sitting P2, and 11 CGMX Rose in P3. And I know Rose was playing pretty conservative early on, but he might try and pull and get by Rowdy.
Yeah, now is not the time to be conservative right now. If he can get around him, the clean air with these other cars right here that are staggered around him, to draft up and they pass him, you know.
Actually, I tell you what, plot twist. Plot twist. I think he wants to stay. I think Rowdy is actually letting him go. All right, so this is what's happening right here. Rowdy just let him go. Rowdy let him go because he's trying to save a few laps.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
That's exactly what's going on. D4C Rowdy is trying to save maybe a lap because he knows he's on that uphill battle. He's got to try and save something. I was about to say, though, the CGMX Rose and the 11 should stay behind him, but I think Rowdy is just going to let him go. But the 11 is coasting away from him.
Well, and I tell you, he's running about half throttle, to be honest. And I think he's in that draft right there, but at the same time, if he needs 2 laps of fuel, I mean, now's the time to do it. You don't want to wait till the end and wish you had done it. As I think he's trying to get around to be on the same pit strategy as these guys now.
I think he's trying, but we do have cars down pit road at the moment for the 3rd green flag pit stop of the night.
Yeah, and that's going to be all your race leaders right there. Now that's going to cycle around, and that's going to give them more back the lead.
Moore's got a pretty commanding lead at the moment. Here is that 42 of Amore Smoke, and I think he's saving a little draft currently behind the 40 of Outlaw.
Yeah, and one person that's helping who just came off the pit lane there is our very own D4C Carroll. He's just barely on the lead lap as Amore's looking inside of Outlaw right now. He's going to be the next car.
As Amore's got over a 10 car length lead now on the 2nd place of CGMX Rose.
Yeah.
Outlaw's going to pull a nice crossover move on the 42. He's fighting to stay on the lead lap.
Yeah, and I think he needs to. I mean, I'm not giving.
Yeah, I think he let up that time by. Moore got a nice angle through the corner, and he cleared him by 5 car lengths easy. But here comes CGMX Rose in 11. That slowed Moore up a ton because CGMX Rose in the 18 gotten a lot bigger in the screen.
Yeah, without a doubt, and Rowdy's right there in his draft. I mean, these guys are watching this up front. To them guys is having that 40 car right there, who's actually the first car lap down right now to draft with.
So we got more cars cycling out of pit road, and this might slow Moore up even more to allow the 11 catch him.
And he passed JR Horn there to before Horn pitted. Horn now is going to cycle around to be the next car to go a lap down. And if I'm Outlaw, I'm watching that and I'm thinking, come on, Horn, fight him.
I'll tell you what, Horn is fighting him because here comes the 11 CGMX Rose as Horn is going to smack the wall coming out of the tunnel turn, but CGMX Rose is in the draft deeds.
Yes, sir. The files by Horn right there, and we got a 2x2 cars fighting to stay on the lead lap. The 48 of Carroll and the 6 car of, I don't know.
6 cars?
Yeah.
6 cars going to be snow.
Heated Snowman, yes. I always want to put him in that 22.
And they're battling side by side at the moment.
Yeah.
And this could help Rose because he might be able to set a pick play up.
Yeah, well, and Rose is right on Moore's bumper right now. We know he's got an extra lap of fuel and a little bit fresher tires than what Moore has. I mean, 1 lap. Oh, he's going down the bottom, and Carroll gets in front of just right there.
Yeah, they're currently side by side. See if Rose is going to take advantage into turn 3. He's going to enter a little lower as the 42 is going to arc it. Ooh, woohoo!
Yeah.
Man, I don't think you're going to fit a piece of paper between those two.
No, sir. And I'll tell you right now, I mean, these two are battling it right now. And I'm not sure where the 18 went. He is no longer in the picture.
I'm going to say he did his green flag pit stop.
I'm looking for him. Right now, 15 laps to go, so that would be about right for him to be on pit road. 17.
And that's what Carroll's showing us, so it should be 16, right?
Yeah, he was showing 18. I counted for the lap down.
Well, I tell you what, that 6-car heated snowman smacked the wall coming through the tunnel turn. I bet you Amore and CDMX Rose, their heart rates went up just a little bit. Rose is going to try and pull a power move, though. Coming down low down the front stretch. He's just not going to have anything working that time, but he's got the draft deeds. We'll see if he makes a move into turn 1. I thought he was going to make it right there. He was peaking, but just didn't do anything.
Right now, we've got 19 cars on the lead lap. The next car at the tail end of that lead lap is going to be D4C's 4-speed, who just now hit pit road. I take that back. He just now popped back up. He's three seconds in front of Amore right now. As Rowdy definitely took his pit road, his green flag stop, and he's trying to get back up through here right now. He's behind the 71 right now.
Well, Rose is down low on the 42 of Amore. Smoke battle for the lead, coming through turns 3 and 4 side by side with Amore Smoke with the power move on the outside. And Rose is going to smash the wall.
Yeah, and Rose got, he had to get out of the gas right there. He was pushing up. He was going to get into Amore's quarter panel, and that right there, look at how much ground that he lost right there.
He lost a ton of ground, about a 10-car length gap. That's what it was before Amore started getting racy with the lap down cars. If I'm Rose, I don't know. You think you pit, just get those fresher tires to try and make up that distance?
Man, I tell you, I mean, Rose has one of the best cars. I think that if I'm Rose, I might actually.
And he's going to smack the wall
again.
Yeah, if I'm Rose, I think
he's overdriving it.
I think he's overdriving it. Tires.
Yeah, I think he's overdriving it, and he's continuing to lose ground now. Boy, I don't know, HD. I mean, his whole strategy tonight has been to go one extra lap than Amore, but I mean, it does not matter right now. The pit road window is open. The only reason why he would stay out would be if he was trying to gain one can of fuel on pit road, if you will. But I don't see him making that up right now.
Someone just asked where Sweeter is. Well, here he comes out of pit road. I couldn't tell you what position he's in.
Yeah, right. We need the toll, HD. We need the toll. And I'm showing D4C Sweeter in 15th place right now.
Well, there you go. Carroll's got him in 15th. He's in 15th place.
And that's going to be, we got Carroll in 13th right now as these green flag cycles are running around. And I'm not sure, man, but Carroll might be on a strategy right here. I mean, he's a lap down right now, but I'm not sure if he's got to hit the pit road again. And he's out here, man, his car is so loose. He's drifting the tunnel turn.
Well, you know what DK stands for, right? It's not Donkey Kong. We call that Drift King.
Drift Kings. It's like I hear Fast and Furious music playing. Yeah, and there's what you was talking about. We saw him the whole race get an extra lap of fuel than Amore, and now he's going to be the first one to pit road, and we'll see how that works out.
We'll see how long he's down there. Just got into his pit box, and he's already out. I'm going to go ahead and say that was a 2-tire pit stop.
Either that or just 3 seconds of fuel stop.
It wasn't. It was a little more than 3. I think that was one of those 7.9ers.
I think Amore's coming in. He is. There's your race leader, Amore Smoke, coming in right now.
So Rose has definitely got some time to make up. The question is, will he get there?
Yeah, and the 95 of James Kamal is parked on pit road, blown engine HD.
That's a tough break.
Only car out of the race. Only car out of the race. That's going to be a last place finish.
Rose is wicked loose on 2 tires, driving through that little tunnel turn. You can tell that back end just swung out.
And I'll tell you, right on Rose's bumper right now, well, not right on his bumper, but, you know, within 2 seconds, that 38 of Jose 720, he just stalks people around it, and he's one of the cleanest people in the game. Like we always say, there's nobody here right now to fight him except for Rose.
Is that Amore coming off pit road now?
That's Amore coming off right now.
All right, well, Rose is clear and coming out of turn 2. So Amore took 4 tires, Rose took 2. How many laps we got? We under 10?
We are at 12 right now. And I'll let you know for sure at the line. Carroll is on the lead lap, but he's showing 41.7. So 12 to go, HD.
Well, 12 to go, and this is going to be a heck of a battle to watch. 4 versus 2. Rose, the young gun, pulling a little strategy play. And there's Rowdy actually in front of the 42.
Yep, and you know, these 3 cars, we've seen them all night long. They've been the class of the field, but Rose has a massive lead.
Well, this is going to help Rose out too, because Rowdy is just not going to give up this position as they are still side by side down into the tunnel turn. And Rowdy's going to clear him.
Yeah, Rowdy gets around him.
This is helping Rose a lot.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, these guys, oh, Rowdy's going to push up. 42's looking underneath. Rowdy gets the wall, 42 gets loose. And they're side by side again, HD.
I don't know how they're still side by side because Rowdy smacked the wall. But 42 with more smoke's got him cleared this time by. And Rose is cleared down into turn 1. They got a full, long straightaway to make up. They're going in turn 1 versus Rose. Rose is clear.
Yeah, Rose has
a
huge lead. Yeah, Rose has got a huge lead right now. And I mean, the only advantage that it's not even an advantage, the only help that I'm seeing for the 18 and 42 is there's a couple cars here that they can draft off of.
Well, I don't think they want that. That's just going to slow them up more trying to pass them. They're going to need those guys to let them by.
Yeah, and those guys are on really old tires too, so.
You can tell Rose is struggling just a bit, especially out of the corners. His back end keeps washing out. He's going to have to counter steer that thing a little bit more, roll it up. He's not going to be able to carry the momentum all the way down that long straight.
Yeah, I tell you, it's going to be really iffy here on whether or not I'm going to give you what I'm going to give you for lap counters right now. As Carroll hits pit road, he's going to be a lap down. I'm pretty sure that this lap there's 8 to go when they take the line.
Well, I tell you what, I'd rather be short 1 lap than late 1 lap. So we're going to say 8 to go.
Right.
But Rose is going to he's having to check this thing up so much, and I think they just coming out of the tunnel turn, if I'm not mistaken. Yep.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I mean, I'm right. Yeah.
Yeah, there's Rose. Rose is crossing start finish. So if they picked up almost 3/4 of the straight, they got to pick up 3/4. They picked up a quarter.
Yeah, and it's looking to me about, 5.5 second lead that Rose has right now, which, I mean, they're going to have to pick up a second a lap on him.
Well, they're definitely cooking, and Rowdy's actually pushing him. He's not even trying to pass him more smoke at the moment. They're trying to catch him.
Yep. And, I mean, they picked up 4-Speed here who, he's going to give him that push draft, if you will, if he can stay hooked up with them.
Well, I think the eyes are going to be watching the 42 and the 18 to see if they can make up the ground.
Good push out of that 18 right there. I mean, it got him a little loose right there.
Well,
but
good
Lord,
I don't know if I call that loose or I might call that. I don't know what I want to call that. Well, some people might call that a wiggle wagon. A little wiggle wagon out there.
Yeah. Wiggle wagons, he said. And Rose is going into 1 right now, and they're at the start-finish line. Yeah, they picked up some.
They are picking up a lot of time.
Yeah, without a doubt they are. And I'm going to get you.
Definitely going to be a nail biter.
6 to go when when Rose takes the
6 to go when he takes the line?
Yes, sir.
Did you jump down there so you know?
I'm pretty sure I got it figured out. I'm winging it.
We just winging it.
That's right.
That's what
it should be 6 to go.
And I'll tell you what. Here at Pocono.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, these guys definitely gained on Rose right here.
Oh, he's in a picture now. He's coming out
yes,
turn 2 and turn 1.
And as of right now, that 37 car of Pro Viper, he's not really holding these guys up.
Oh,
he's
going
to move out of the way right now. Yes, he did. They were able
Rose
to draft
is probably
off
not
him.
hoping for that. Because Rose is now entering the tunnel turn, and so are they. They're going to catch him.
So are they. Oh, yeah, they're going to catch him. They're going to pass him.
Oh,
yeah, Rose. Oh, look at him. He's out here right now. He's got a pork chop hanging around his neck, running around the trailer park.
You know what we like to call these? Rose smashes the wall at a turn 4, and here they come in to pounce on that wounded gazelle on the inside. The pack of lions are eating good tonight. That's some CGMX Rose.
And I'll tell you what, right now, that 18 and 42, the gloves are off.
Yeah, the gloves are off now. The 18 was helping the 42, but we know D4C Rowdy, one of the aggressive drivers here in D4C, racing in the Cup Series.
No caution. There's going to be 5 to go right there. So we're at 5 to go right now, HD. And there's Rose. He's pretty much wrecking that thing off at every turn now, as those 2 tires did not work out.
Yeah, just a few laps short on that strategy. A few laps.
Yep.
It was a good strategy call, man. I think he needed to try something different.
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah, I mean, it just didn't work out. But, I mean, before he hit the pit right there, I mean, we saw him lose, 10, 12 car lengths in 1 lap.
I think that was a great strategy call out of him. But at the moment, it looks like this 42 of a more smoke might be on back to back.
Yeah.
Because he's got about a 5 car length lead on Rowdy.
Yeah, and I'm riding along with the 18 right now, looking forward to this 42, and he's not able to really close the gap. If he can just hit the tunnel turn a little better, and he can't, he's just pushed up, and that's going to open the lead a little bit more for him more.
Going to bounce around, so any racing going on.
And I'll tell you, we've got God Power up in 4th place right now with a strong run today.
That's a strong run on the God Power. Top break for the 95 though, on engine.
Yeah, that's bad. I can't believe it.
Oh yeah, that 42 is gone.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's no catching him. I mean, unless he messes up. But this is a more smoke we're talking about.
Who's first person to come out there? Who was it? It's a mixture of both, man. Some people got wheels. The 18's on a controller. Is the 42 on a controller? 42's on a controller too.
Yeah, yep.
But the 11's on a wheel. It's just a mixture of both, man.
Personal preference, if you will.
Gavin Boosie, you out there, buddy?
I'll tell you, HD, at the line right there, there should be 2 to go. They just now took it.
Gavin, you out there, man? You out there? Say something.
If you're in the chat, let us know.
He was the first person to pick a more smoke. You might be winning a $10 Amazon gift card brought to you by Mock Color Street Nails here in the next few laps, because that 42 is long gone on the 18.
Yes, sir. White flag lap when he takes the line.
Oh, he's in the chat too. He just said yes, sir.
Woo!
Hey, you on Xbox? First off, do you know D4C got it? That's the first question. Yeah, 18 is just, he's pushing hard. He had to let up a ton. All right, so, man.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna watch him more across the line. We didn't watch him last week at Charlotte. Ain't really anything else going on the track. Just watch.
Yeah.
You know, this
and more.
Just pilot his way around the victory.
Yeah, I mean, a half a straightaway lead right there in that last 5 laps, HD. I mean, what a strong showing from Amore once again. And I mean, we've got Gare up here in the booth, and for winner's circle.
All right, so get with Horn on getting that $10 Amazon gift card. Then, like, hey man, I won. You're like, cool, got him. We'll get with you. He'll give you the code, and there's a more smoke crossing the start finish. Heck of a race, D. Started off a little rough, But we
Yeah.
ended under like 3-4 green flag pit stops. Can't ask anything better than that.
Right on, and I'll tell you what a strong performance from Amore.
Yeah, another strong performance by that 42. I'd be curious to see if Rose ended up getting third.
That's what I'm looking at here because I'm only able to see God Power with fourth, so I'm trying to see who got. And it was CGMX. The fastest 3 cars got 1, 2, 3 tonight. So those 2 tires that Rose took, while he didn't get the win, he definitely top 3. Can't be too sad about that, if you will.
No, you can't be sad at all about that. I mean, top 3 in this league is a heck of a finish. Again, great race by everybody out there on the track tonight at Pocono. Hope you out there enjoyed it. Again, Gavin was your $10 Amazon gift card race winner. He picked a More Smoke. First person to pick a More Smoke. Again, that's brought to you by MyColorStreetNails.com/start shine nails. Guys, if you got a loved one out there, been buying horrible gifts, whatnot, sleeping on the couch, make sure to check them out. I guarantee you'll be in bed the next night, or at least like Deeds, at least on an air mattress in the room.
Right. Hey, I love my dog, so when I got to sleep in the dog cage, he even enjoys my multicolored nails, HD.
Hey, man, they might even have a dog edition nails as we're waiting for the boys to pop up to the broadcast channel, do a little post-race interview. And Deeds, man, it's 10 o'clock. That was a pretty fast race.
That was a pretty quick one. I mean, it was only 80 laps there, but these guys put on a great show, a great race once again.
Yes, they did. CGMX Rose is up here, so I'm going to kick it off with the young gun, CGMX Rose. Rose is HD. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll tell you what, buddy. Sorry you had to be a wounded gazelle, man. But I had to call it out. Them boys were eating good tonight. They ate them up some CGMX Rose. But, Rose, that was a heck of a strategy call. I thought it was going to work out there in the beginning. What was your thought process through the whole thing in deciding to do that?
Well, we kept going for a while there, so I thought me and Amore would pit and only take 2, but that's not what happened. I thought it was going to be good once I came out and had a big gap, but it just got way too loose towards the end of it. As you can see, I hit the wall like 6 times.
I will say, though, I was talking about you, dude, and you hit the apron. So,
bro, I never spun hitting the apron though.
Man, you still hit the apron, man. I have to call it out. You know, I call it as to
you know,
see it.
Trying to get the most speed through there. You know, you're gonna hit it sometimes.
You know, I call it how I see it, Rose. But
right?
I mean, so going through the whole thing though, is there anything you wish that you would have done anything different? Do you think you could have caught the 40? Because you were on the 42, and you guys were battling, and then you hit the wall and. That 10 car length lead happened, a little gap, and you end up pulling a strategy call, which was a great call, I think. As Amore's down in the wrong broadcast channel, someone might want to tell him. But
I got him.
Anything else you think you could have done?
Well, yeah, I hit the wall, I lagged back from him, but I caught him right before we entered the pits. I was right on him because he got caught up in lap traffic. And then I decided to undercut him, but I wasn't sure if we would have taken 4 tires or 2. If I took 4 there, I think I would have had a decent shot at beating him off pit road.
Right, man, but it's definitely a good strategy call, I think. Any shout-outs you'd like to make?
Yeah, my big brother, the rest of the season is going to be for him. Like I told you before, haven't gone to 3rd place finish or better. Haven't been able to say anything.
No, it's good. No shout-outs to Poppy Valley?
Yeah, let's shout out Papa Valley.
No shout-outs to your buddy HD?
You're in here. Why would I tell you?
All right, man. Hey, good race there from CGMX Rose. Dirty Deeds, why don't you take 2nd place, Rowdy?
HD, I'm back from pit lane where I went and rescued a More Smoke from the wrong booth. But hey, Rowdy, you got a copy.
Yeah.
Dude, you had a massive lead out there when the first pit stop started to take place. And you guys were up here. You pushed more to catch Rose up there. Tell us a little bit about the race. I mean, you guys obviously had the 3 fastest cars tonight. Anything you might have been able to do right there to put up a battle with them more after you guys caught Rose?
No, I was on a completely different strategy, about 5 to 6 lap different strategy. So that's the reason I had that big of a lead at the beginning, and then they just worked together to come catch me. I thought they were gonna get held up in traffic more, but they didn't. They slice and dice through traffic like it was nothing.
Right.
And I didn't really have anything at the end. Just old tires.
Now I tell you, early we saw you go from third back there to the middle of the pack when those early cautions was happening. I mean, was that when you kicked in that original strategy there, and that cost you at the end?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I kind of figured that, but I mean, hey man, second place. I mean, not sure where you're at in the points right now, but I know you got 3 wins on the season and put on a heck of a show tonight. So,
yeah, I wanted 4 though.
Right? Hey, there's always next week.
Yeah.
What is next?
Well, hey, great run, man, and I'll tell you, definitely looking forward to next week. And HD, I had to go down to pit road and get him. We've got his seat up here with the engraved every stuff on it in Victory Lane. But you got our race winner, More Smoke.
All right, buddy. Thank you, Deeds. Amore's HD got a copy.
Yep, I got a copy.
Well, I tell you what, man. You went from never winning, you're out there leading all the time. You just never won it. Well, now you won back-to-back. How does it feel?
It feels good. I mean, technically it's 3 weeks in a row if you count the All-Star race, so that's why I really started my little
HD.
streak.
Oh, excuse me, geez, Steez, I just wing it up here, man. You know how I roll? I just wing it, dude.
Right?
At least I got 2 right? But,
Yep.
yeah,
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
2 out of 3. This is better than 50%, I think. I don't know.
Yep.
Might ask the young gun Rose here. He's still in high school. But, again, man, heck of a race. I mean, I think by far, you had the best car out there. Again, CJ Rose and Rowdy here had good cars. But what was your strategy going through the whole thing?
Well, at the start there was a bunch of cautions, and I decided to stay out early, the track position, and another caution came out, and it was actually the last caution, and I pitted and restarted 15th when they went single file, and it just went green from there, and me and Rose really worked through the field pretty quick and got up to about 6th or so, dodged a couple big wrecks. It looked like they didn't get cautions called, and yeah, Poopy was just on the wrong strategy. He should have pit with us, but he won a track position. He thought there was going to be some more cautions, but it worked out in my favor. And Rose ended up taking 2 tires at the end, and that wasn't the right call either. So I feel good about this one, and
Nah, I bet
way
you
to
do.
come back from the back, to win it.
Yeah, you didn't. I saw that you qualified. It was inside top 10, but wasn't your best qualifying effort,
Mm-hmm.
of the year? But you definitely had the race trim out. Like I said, I think you might have had a little better car out on track. But
Yeah,
man,
it was close.
definitely a good, solid win by you. Any shout outs you'd like to make?
Yeah, let me shout out Amor Cucci. He tunes in every week. My brother, they watch, every week. And Sweeter Feeds, actually, he's the one that hooked me up with the setup this week. He's my teammate, so he had a good car too. He just kind of got caught way back in the back. I think he restarted like 25th or something on that final restart.
And your brother was actually the second person to pick you tonight, so you
Oh,
won
man.
somebody else $10 again.
Yes, sir. You won Gavin Boosie $10. Again, Gavin, since you know J.R. Horn, just message J.R. Horn. Tell him you won. He'll get in contact with Gotham, and Gotham should give you the gift card. If he doesn't, I'll go to Gotham's house, and I'll be like, yo, pay up, brother. But great race from More Smoke. Again, Deeds, it was
Thanks,
another
man.
great broadcast with you up here. I enjoy it every single
Yes,
week.
sir.
Every single race. I enjoy you, the fans out there as well, sticking along, enjoying us, listening to us, even though we might be wrong 75% of the time. But, hey, it's a good laugh, right?
We're winging it.
We just wing it. That's what we do. Again, guys, we'd like to throw a shout-out to the sponsor of the D4C Cup Series, mycolorstreetnails.com/Starshine Nails. And until next time, we'll be seeing you on the track. Peace.